Let me ask you a question. Do you remember Blockbuster? Back in the 80s and 90s, if you wanted to watch the latest movies and TV shows, you had to physically go down to the store to rent a video cassette, and you then had to go back to that same store to return it. People literally spent more time travelling to and from the store than they did watching the content. Then one day in 1997, Blockbuster fined a guy in California called Reed Hastings $40 for the late return of the Apollo 13 movie. Hastings was so annoyed that he and his pal Mark Randolph decided to set up a company offering DVD rental by post so that people didn't have to keep going backwards and forwards to the store. They called this company Netflix, and as demand for the business started to take off, Blockbuster was offered the chance to buy it for $50 million. But the geniuses at Blockbuster decided that Netflix had no future and that they should stick with the rental store model. When Netflix first started, it wasn't the on-demand digital giant it is today. Far from it. You'd pick a movie from the catalogue and they would mail you the DVD. And when it eventually arrived in the post, you had a week to watch it before the mailman took it back to Netflix along with your next movie order. Can you imagine how slow that was? By 2007, Netflix was streaming, and by 2013, it was making original content, including classics like House of Cards, Breaking Bad, and the second season of Arrested Development, and also a whole lot of garbage that no one can remember. So fast forward to today, and Netflix is everywhere. It's available worldwide, except for popular holiday destinations such as China, North Korea, Russia, and Syria. And shows are translated into more than 45 different languages. Netflix has over 260 million subscribers, which is actually more than the population of Pakistan. However, both of those figures are rising pretty rapidly, so we need to keep an eye on who's winning that growth war. But keep in mind that the number of viewers for Netflix is actually far higher, as one house might have 5 or even more viewers, and it climbs even more if you add in people illegally sharing, which, of course, is very, very wrong. Okay, so a lot of people watch Netflix, and credit where credit's due, there are good reasons. There are plenty of movies, TV shows, and a surprising amount of original content. At least for a while, but it's dog eat dog in the world of Netflix. If there's something debuting you like the look of, you'd better watch it fast, as Netflix make their decisions based on a very small window of opportunity. And if you find that gem a few months too late, then you might find that it's been taken down. People are now complaining about cancel culture, but it doesn't take a controversy to kill a Netflix show. Quite the opposite, in fact. It's a lack of buzz that kills them off. Imagine a show like Friends, which took time to grow its audience. On Netflix today, it would be cancelled before Rachel and Ross ever got together. So do I have Netflix? Damn right I do. It has weaknesses, and if prices keep going up, your combination of streaming packages won't just cost more than cable, it'll cost more than Jeff Bezos spent on his divorce settlement. But let's face it, at its best, Netflix is brilliant. Who wants to go back to watching TV with commercials, or having to wait a week for the next episode of your favourite show? Heck, I sometimes get impatient having to wait the automatic 5 seconds for the next episode to start. Netflix has permanently changed the world of home entertainment and is now worth over $250 billion. You may not remember Blockbuster, but I'm sure those guys remember the day that they turned down the chance to buy Netflix.